Take questions for Coach Traylor. Greg, you can start us off.
Jeff, how are you today?
Good, Greg.
You've been talking to us through this week, and I've seen on social media sort of the concept of like chapters in a book going through the season. Have you talked to the team about that?
Yes, we have.
How have they sort of responded to that message? Is that sort of uplifting, or what does it mean to them?
Well, they understand what I'm speaking on. We still got a lot left in the book, and there's a plot structure in a book, and right now the plot structure we're in is it's the part in the book where where everybody gets down and sad, thinks this thing's not going to end good, and then all of a sudden the book picks back up, gets exciting, and our luck's going to change. We've had enough of that bad luck, and it's fixing to go write the best chapter of the book.
Does it help them to have something kind of uplifting like that, just something to give you a little extra edge or a little extra boost? Why is that, important?
I just always try to keep it fresh for them, Greg. I mean, they've been listening to the same voice now since June, and same coaches, same routine, and you just need to break the monotony and get those guys to get a greater perspective, to pull back from the picture a little bit. Sometimes in life we can get so close to the picture, we miss the bigger aspects of life. And I'm just trying to use this as a teachable moment for them right now.
We're talking to Maka here today. You've praised him a decent bit through the season, but what overall has he brought to your offensive line through the year?
He's just so mature. He's very smart. He has a big picture perspective on life. He understands the greater value of what this game of football is, and he is incredibly valuable to our team. And you can tell by all the different lineups we've had, he's been the one constant that's just been keeping everybody going the entire year. And they take great pride. And there's 12 offensive linemen that can take great pride in. We've helped get Sincere McCormick to be the leading rusher in the country right now.
Is his leadership and experience even more valuable when you're shuffling as many guys as you have? How does that come into play?
There's no doubt. He's held them together. He's held that group together. And getting KD back in there with him, that's two experienced guys. And that's really been a big bonus for us this year.
How is he able to communicate in the game? Like, how much can he really help, a guy like Terrell Haynes who comes in and hasn't played that much? How many different things can he say within the scope of a play, or, what is that dynamic like?
This year more than any, because it's as quiet as a game as it is at practice, So just not very many people in the stands. So he can basically direct the whole line in between plays. So he's been unbelievable, basically a coach on the field for us.
Does it make his individual job more difficult to have kind of a shuffling around him and the changing responsibilities at all?
Obviously. I mean, it's you'd like to keep 5 of those guys in there together. It's the hardest group to be great, because you got to have all 5. You could have 10 guys on a football play do everything right, but if one offensive lineman targets the wrong person, steps the wrong way, media, fans, my mother, they're all like, my God, that was the worst play call ever. And it was really just one offensive lineman that made one small mistake. But because we all watch the football all the time, the real game is going on where the football's not. It's down there where those men are in those trenches.
Talking about the shuffles we've seen on that group, you mentioned yesterday that we'd see Brandon Rolfe's MRI and have a better idea today. Have you learned anything on that front?
No, I did text him, see how he was doing this morning, and see what the results were, and we still don't know yet. He hadn't responded yet.
What did it mean to see for you guys that after Lowell went down Saturday and he was getting carted off, that Frank was one of the first people on the team to go over there and kind of talk to him and be there for him as he was leaving the field?
Yeah, all of our guys were, though. I mean, Lowell's very loved by our locker room, and that quarterback room has been very tight the entire year. They're all competitors. They all want to play, but they understand that. I mean, Frank's laid on that field before. Lowell has. Josh. All those guys have been through that, so they understand how much it hurts. And Frank was just being empathetic to a teammate.
What was Frank's, energy and attitude like on the sideline during the first half when he wasn't playing? What did he bring to that role?
He was just trying to help Lowell get through the game.
When you last week decided to make Lowell the starter, how did you break the news to Frank? Did you want to meet with him individually, or how did that play out?
Just the same way we do with all of our guys. I mean, we don't make a big deal of it. We have a lot of guys that it's just football. It's nothing big. Excuse me.
Steven, we'll go to you.
Hey, Coach. How's it going today?
Good morning.
Real quick, you have Louisiana Tech coming in this week. You've gotten a little more time to kind of look at what they do. So what kind of challenges are they going to present to you guys on Saturday?
They're like they're always on offense. They throw it around everywhere. They have 2 dynamic receivers in 5 and 6 that can score any time they get the ball. They got a running back returning that had 1,000 yards last year. And they've been running that scheme. Coach Holtz has been there for years, and they just won a lot of football games. Defensively, they're a 4 down front, a lot of cover 4, and very athletic like always. And they've gotten better each week. And Coach Holtz is, I would say the analogy is we're a football team that hadn't won a lot of games, that's trying to learn how to win, and those guys have won a lot of football games. They're used to winning. And that's what I really challenged my players this week on is can we make up that distance this week?
Okay, Greg, back to you.
Jeff, what's the outlook for Brendan Brady to get back in the mix? Is there a timetable for him?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of he's getting better every day. We still don't really know. Hopefully sooner than later. He's a really good football player.
Yeah, how much would it help your offense to have another, proven, reliable guy like that to be able to work with since you're in the backfield?
We've been very pleased with 33. He's done a great job, and Cobbs is ready as well. So we're deep at running back. It's just hard to take 3 off the field right now. He's just playing so well. It's nothing that 33 is doing wrong. It's just 3's running it really well right now.
Okay, anything else for Coach Traylor? All right, thanks. We'll get players in here shortly.
Thank y'all. God bless. Birds up.